Hello, this is Johnny Norvell. Today I'm going to be showing you a really nice video on how to use a capo, number one. Number two is how to play chord, taking chord scales and then moving these chord scales to different positions. Our hum and strum method, lots of things. So let's go ahead and get started here. So the first thing we're going to do is the chord scale itself in the key of E. So we've got E, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, A, B, C sharp minor, D sharp diminished, and then back to E. Now you can take the diminished chord and just play it as a 7, the 5 chord, which is the B7. So I'll do the whole chord scale again with the E7 or the B7, the 5 chord in the key of E. So we get E, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, A, B, C sharp minor, and then we're going to do the B7, B7, and then back to E. One more time, E, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, A, B, C sharp minor. You can do a diminished D sharp minor, or you can do a B7. They sound similar, and then go back to the E. Now what we're going to do next is take some of the chords out of that chord scale and create a chord progression along with our melody using our hum and strum. So here we go. I'm going to call the chord names out. It's E, G sharp minor, F sharp minor, B. Let's one more time. E, G sharp minor, F sharp minor. Now we're going to do our hum and strum. Now we'll do a little short chorus. A, E, B7, E, A, B or B7, E. And the melody I was doing there was just like that. So that just came to my head as I was humming it. That's part of our hum and strum. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move the E to the D position, but we're actually going to be using our capo, and what we have to do is on the D note, which is our fourth, there's E, B, G, D, and we're going to be moving the capo to the 2nd fret, playing out of the D position, but we're actually going to be in the key of E. So the way you do that is just count the notes, and this is a good time for note memorization. So you got a D, D sharp, E. So your chord there would be like this. That's actually an E chord. There's your D note, and you got this D position moved from here to here. It's actually like taking this right here and moving it up a couple frets. So that chord's hard to do. There's really no need to do that when you got one of these. So we just pop this on the 2nd fret. Your E note now is right here. There's your D, D sharp, and then one more is an E. And so you play your D chord. It's actually an E. We move the capo up to the 2nd fret, and now our D is an E. So what we're going to do is do the chord scale in the key of D now. D, E minor, F sharp minor, G, A, B minor, C sharp diminished, and then back to D. Or if you want to, you can use the 5 chord just like we did on the E, which is your A7, D, E, F, G, A. Yes, so we can do D, E minor, F sharp minor, G, A, B minor, and then go back to an A7 if you want, and then back to D. If you notice, those chords are very similar. There's that diminished chord, there's that A7 chord. So they're interchangeable. Now what we're going to do is take the chords we just did, and we're going to do them in the key of what's going to be the shape of D, and we're going to play the same thing we just did in the first song. So here we go. D, F sharp minor, E minor. Same thing, just different chords. D, E minor, a little of the hum strum. D, F minor, E minor, A. And we can do an arpeggio here. Like an extension. Maybe a E minor 7. And move this up a little bit. Now we're going to a G. G, D, A, D. Okay, there you have it. So in reviewing, what we've learned there is 2 chord scales. The chord scale in the key of E, the chord scale in the key of D. Now this is what's interesting. You've got, this is for all the keys. So the first chord is a major. The second 2 chords are minor. The next 2 chords are major. The next chord is a minor, and then you go to this diminished chord, and that's how it works. So you got 1 major, 2 minors, 2 majors, 1 minor, and then a diminished chord. Or you can go to the 5 chord. It's like that with every key. It's the same pattern. So remember this. 1 major. Let me just take it off and I'll show you. So you got 1 major, then you got 2 minors. There's the 2 minors. Then you got 2 majors. 1 more minor. The diminished chord, and then back to the 1 chord. And that's like that whether you're in the key of E or D or A or C or G or whatever, E flat, which guitar players don't play in the key of E flat, but that's the idea. So hope that helps, and just keep on practicing. This is a little more involved lesson, I guess. It got a little long here, but I think it's important to know these chord scales because that's how we produce the melodies, that's how we produce the hum and strums, that's how the chord progressions come together, and that's how songs come together. So work on them, it's really important. Thanks.